And
Sam's here, 10 rounds here. Already did.
420 a link and shoot.
Already did.
Shoot Hillary Rodham Clinton a link.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
intro. Somebody do an intro.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the tavern.
All right, so my girl asked me what I'm going to title it. So people out there, if you don't know why I titled, Hillary owns FBI Comey, which is the director or whatever, direct dickhead over at the FBI, and he's a cuck-holding motherfucker. He's basically, if you know what cuck-holding is, and that's fucking Comey right there. So probably lets a fucking bull come through and fucking hit his wife and shit every fucking weekend. He's a piece of shit. He's a fucking traitor. All these fools are traitors. If you're not fucking mad, you probably shouldn't
be here.
Yeah.
Go watch maybe the Spice Girls or something.
You know, the fucked up part is they recognize that she did some illegal shit, some careless stuff, and they don't even fine her for anything of a misdemeanor for careless acts, which they found plenty of people guilty for that before of classified stuff, and now look at them, just it's okay, nothing to worry about.
But that rule is in place for people to not be able to play the dumbass card, because anybody can say, "Oh, I didn't know." Well, I didn't know it was wrong to rape this girl. I didn't know it was wrong to kill this motherfucker. I didn't know. You can't get away with that in top secret fucking and confidential shit. You can't get away with that. That's in the statute that you're violating. You can't. Gross negligence is still a felony, isn't it?
She's been in and around the White House for 25 plus years. She knew it was illegal, no question.
That's why he followed her ass on the airplane. He followed her on the airplane and spent 30 minutes talking to her. And like Seth was like, "What are they going to talk about, checkers?"
I'm just catching up
here. They weren't talking about golf.
Does anybody remember that tweet she put out recently saying no bank is too big
and
one person is too big to jail?
Yeah, right.
And then look at this hypocrite.
Scandals? Oh, they call them scandals. Oh, for us they're felonies. Go walk your doggy in the wrong fucking neighborhood, the wrong time of night. You'll get stopped, questioned, maybe thrown in jail for your attitude. Jaywalking, definitely.
And that's the crazy part right there, because he said that in his shit. He said, "We're not saying that you motherfuckers can go ahead and do the same thing, because we'll probably file charges on your ass, you know?"
Hey, all these people that signed these immunity deals that were going to testify against Hillary now, that I'll testify, but I don't want to go to jail, and they all signed these deals. Those people's shit is weak right now. How many of those are going to end up floating or committed suicide by jumping off the top of a building or something now?
What about the dude that was supposed to testify against her, got his fucking throat crushed?
Yeah.
That was like last week.
Even mentioning these people is a joke. It's a diversion. They are the psyop. They are the diversion.
Exactly.
All her IT.
All of this. There's no reality behind the reporting of what they're doing. These fucking people are beyond fucking criminals, man.
All her IT people that ratted on her, I bet they'll be losing some sleep because they may come up missing.
Yeah, can you imagine that's the speech that fucking Slick Willie gives Loretta? Like, he fucking gives her the fucking business. Like, yo, you want to fucking not be breathing no more? Because if you don't fucking punt this shit over to this motherfucker, and I already got this motherfucker in my pocket, you know what I mean?
He created her career.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. He created her career. He set her up for this position to be able to back them and to be able to cover their ass.
When you go into the FBI director's office and he has tape stuck over all of his cameras on his laptop and computer and all, something is not good.
That's a good way of putting it. Something's not good. Yeah, no.
I mean, I saw a meme today that had a picture of him holding his hands out like I don't know what happened. It's like, yes, you was guilty, but I don't want to come up missing. Something to that effect. they'll do away with they'll do away with anybody. I mean, they'll go after anybody. Nobody to them is untouchable.
But we were talking earlier, how many of the feds do we think are against this, even though they can't do a shit?
The domestic enemies are in the open. Over. The domestic enemies are in the open. Over. How copy? Over.
Yeah.
Bad copy. Over.
I'm sure there's some career people in there that are sick as a dog and just don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Dan Bongino, you know, ex-Secret Service, he came out and said that his friends that he knew said that they were going to dump the what they had on Hillary if she wasn't prosecuted. Okay, let's see if they live up to their word or if they just bullshitting like everybody else.
No, the dog doesn't bite its master's hand. Okay, the dog don't bite the feeder.
Yeah, but the Russians can dump that shit. To think that the Russians don't have that shit. The fool said that he can guarantee the shit was hacked, and it probably was hacked because this bitch was running around willy-nilly. So somebody's got this info. If the FBI is either one of two things, because they're funded very well. The FBI is very well funded, so they're one of two things. They're ignorant as fuck, and whatever they're blowing their money on or wherever they're looking is got them fucking retarded, or they're just compliant. They're just compliant in the fact, and they know that this bitch, they probably got the evidence. Comey probably saw it himself. You know what I mean? He's probably got wiretaps on the bitch and all types of shit, I bet. You know, maybe. But what is he going to do with it? Who's he going to go to?
Tony, I'm willing, you know what, I'm with you on the latter. I'm with you on the latter end of that. I believe it's the latter. Motherfuckers are either too stupid or too afraid to do anything. And then what are we to do? Well, we got to make plans and shit. We, the people, got to make plans to do something about these people. And then get criminalized or put on a list because we have to think about doing these things to these people because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, which they claim to operate under the authority of what they're doing is false. I mean, it's insane. It's becoming fucking insane.
What is our kids going to have to go through? That's what I'm wondering.
You'll be lucky if your kids get to fucking see America.
Well, that's my problem right there. That's my exact thinking right there. Is I ain't trying to punt this shit to my kids.
No.
I am not willing to punt this shit to my kids. That's bullshit. Everybody else can be little bitches and whatever, but you know, we are not after today, right? I mean, today's a fucking milestone. Today is a marker in the
Today was a disgrace. Today was a disgrace.
Hey, today is enough. I swear to God on my life, I'm pretty positive is enough to make me quit drinking and realize this shit is the fun is kind of like out the window right now, and it's really time to get serious about at least taking care of you and yours and making sure you have all the proper shit that you're gonna need, because there's no way that come January that we fall into fucking that bitch being president and then we just fall into fucking the slave labor and then what? We're shipped off or shot on sight or whatever. I mean, I can't imagine that's how deep the fucking corruption penetrates or permeates, whatever. You know, it's gotta be like these top fucks being threatened, being extorted more or less. And, you know, when you see leadership, supposed leadership, you know, handicapped and scared and whatever, I think you start to think, well, fuck, maybe all the population is like that. You know, and I'm hoping just having some type of optimism because, dude, I was ready to just say, fuck this shit today, dude. I mean, this is a fucking milestone marker right here.
I mean, did you really expect anything else, though?
I didn't, dude, but when I saw it, dude, it fucking broke my heart because I'm telling you, I saw them kill, you saw them kill, we all seen them kill LaVoy Finicum on camera. I mean, I don't even know if you've seen the FBI shit that came out after that where agents were on their Facebooks bragging about fucking how they killed fucking LaVoy.
Hey, dude, she's the one that came out and it was her and her alone that came out and talked about the fun camps for adults.
I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I
There
got
ain't gonna
that
be.
to work on like you would fucking believe. I need to learn. I can't wait, Lewis. I can't wait.
You may be able to check in, but you probably won't ever check out.
I got to put that on my bucket list of must do.
I don't know. I don't know what people are going to do. I mean, everybody's like, you know, everybody's sitting back watching. I mean, they don't.
I think people are in disbelief.
I am. I thought
people are in disbelief.
Well, I thought surely to goodness they would at least indict her and
yeah, that's what I thought.
proceed whether there's anything came of it or not. They stopped. They put the brakes on and like, no, it's okay.
Because she's the chosen one. She's the chosen one.
Well, look at it. Look at it in reverse. The American people got indicted, not her. Doesn't apply to her. We got indicted. That's why we're all pissed off about it. Think about it. It's legal and legit for them on the way to, during, and on the way home to make these seditious acts. That's what they are.
But look at the stark contrast, or however you want to say it, between a rancher saying, I don't want to be enslaved. I want you guys to follow the Constitution. I want you to do what you're supposed to do. Basically, an advocate for the rule of law. You know what I mean? And common law and the Constitution and God-given rights. That was Lavoie's crime for being murdered on camera. And then you got a fucking woman who's investigated by the same fucking people. And what is their outcome for her? She actually committed treason. She actually fucking shat on the fucking Constitution, on the rule of law, on common law, on all that. She, in one fell swoop over these years, just threw all that out the window. And what does she get? What is her outcome, and what is Lavoie's outcome? And what Lavoie is an advocate for the Constitution. Hillary Clinton's an advocate for destroying the Constitution. You have both of those, and then you have the FBI in the middle. And the FBI turns to their left, they kill Lavoie, and then on the right, they fucking exonerate Hillary Clinton. I mean, that's fucking insane. That should blow your mind. They killed a rancher for being an advocate of the Constitution, for being an advocate of rule of law.
Everything's 180. Everything is now 180 officially. You're mentally healthy if you're confused about bathrooms. You're mentally healthy about, identifying your sexuality, regardless of whether or not your birth certificate says the other.
That's a small thing now, brother. No. Those are things that are
incrementally done to the mind on purpose, along with all of these. Dude, the enemy never ever uses one weapon or one avenue of approach. They hit you with 1,000.
Multiple,
it's all relative.
Right.
All instinctive. And all of it. Psychological warfare is not a one-weapon game. It's 1,001 ways.
It's designed to break you.
They will
It's
never,
all part of the agenda, brother. It's all part of the agenda.
They will never let Trump win. He will never get in. They will lie and cheat and manipulate numbers. He will never be president, and they'll probably go after him when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
They will never let him in. I don't think a landslide will get him in.
These fucks feed off of each other. They fucking feed off of each other like piranha. Get it? Like piranha in a tank looking for that food, man. It's a frenzy.
Thanks for coming up.
You, the American person, remember, don't walk your doggy at 2 o'clock in the morning, even if it's a nice morning. You're not allowed to anymore. You get questioned. Yeah, the domestic enemy is in the open. Over.
What's up, Brother Karen, Brother P.I.? What's going on over one corner? Time before 9 and stuff. 4:20 in the house. Caregiver, good to see you, brother. Good to see you back. PI, thanks for joining, bro. You want a link? Just let me know, PI. Actually, I'll just send you one. Because we're not doing links in the, we're not throwing links on the external clip. You want a link? Just put it in the external. And we'll get it
Now
out to you.
watch, everything from the Clinton Foundation, they wanted to put off any releasing any of those files for 27 months. That right there will be a done deal. They don't even have to come out and announce it. You know they're not going to release them. So don't expect to, you know, everybody's holding their breath. Oh, maybe they will. No, the maybe is off the table now. I mean, you know, less than an hour ago, Trump came out and told everybody, and dude, it was quiet as a mouse, that it's rigged. This is if today doesn't show you that this system is totally rigged, brother, I got some swampland in freaking New York City I need to sell you.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
What is the system?
The only thing the system is a belief. I mean, really, if nobody believed in it, and nobody upheld their bullshit, and nobody was scared to go against or defy anything that they should get, you know, there would be no system. There would be no slave master or Illuminati or whatever. They could have all the money they want in the world, but like if they had to go to war with people all the time to try to do what they want to do, you know, it wouldn't. I don't know. What would they do? They'd sit in their mansions and watch child porn all day because they're fucking scumbags, you know?
Well, I said systems as just, it's really the key holders. They're the people that hold the keys.
Yeah, but if nobody abides by their bullshit and and we fight them on every inch, you know what I mean, and make them submit, but people. You know, I mean, we're all mad today, but is all of America equally mad today? Does everybody feel like basically like the Saudis just rammed fucking some planes into some towers today? You know, because that's how I feel today. I feel like that's basically treason on at the highest level for everybody up there. Everybody who's in denial, everybody who's not coming out, everybody who's, you know, supportive of Hillary Clinton. If you support Hillary Clinton, you are a fucking traitor, straight up, right now. Okay, I don't give a shit what your argument is, whatever. If you support her, you are a traitor. So the supporters, the people that are scared, you're a traitor still. FBI, you scared fucks and you fucking criminal fucks, you're traitors. Bill Clinton, traitor. Loretta Lynch, traitor. Hillary Clinton, Obama, all of them traitors. All in the people's court, charged with treason. So. You know, is America fucking get their heart ripped out today? Maybe we did. But I don't know.
It's out of control. It's completely out of control. There is no integrity. To me, there's no integrity in the FBI anymore. If you are in the FBI, do something. This is not the way it's supposed to be. This is the way they tell you it's supposed to be.
Right, Lewis? Let's go deeper. You know, folks, in reality and how it really works in our lives, this is known as a breach of the peace. That woman has created a breach of the peace. You know, every law enforcement officer, agent, anybody having an ounce of integrity on that oath of affirmation that you act upon with a bond that backs you up. She breached the peace. Where are you? Where are you?
Brother, this is a coup. This is like a coup. I mean, she's either threatened or done away with all her opposition. This is a coup.
I'm saying that, you know, oh, Mr. Tommy Boy 9 out here. Where's the militias and oath keepers? Them fools been gone ever since the takeover up there at the refuge. Those fools are nowhere to be found.
Yeah, they moved and didn't leave a forwarding address.
Yeah.
Get away from politically motivated fucking groups. Get away from these labels and these catchphrase think tank fucking created groups, oath keepers. That magnetizes you to them because you believe in that label. Get away from these folks. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude, what more is there to contribute, dude? Tony, I listened to your video earlier. I was on fire, dude. On fire. What more? If it goes in one ear and out the other and you need to repeat, constantly say again, over. Repeat, say again, over.
You're protesting. You're protesting. You're protesting is not registering to these people. They don't care. All you're doing is inconveniencing them for a short time. They are not going to change their agenda. They are full steam.
I tell you what, if you watch Southern Prepper One's video, his was better than mine. But I would say mine's second best, and then Southern Prepper One, he's got #1 video right now. You check out his last video if you're not already subbed. That shit is deep, dude, and you know, a lot more people, even people at the top who you think would never come around are starting to come around because it's like it's a big joke. It was a big joke with Hillary Clinton, but now the joke's on us, really. We're the clowns. We are the fucking fools. We are the jokers.
Folks, if you believe that you have to use words like, quote, vote them out, wait to the next election cycle. If you use words like these and you believe these things, if you believe in recalling, if you believe in these things, if you believe in election cycles, winning the election, you use words like these. If you're still in there and you're going, we need to let our representatives know, we need to blast fax them, if we need to remind them that they're committing sedition via language in law passing, if you believe in these things, that you need to let them know that they're doing these things, I'm done. I got nothing for you.
Well, you think what Obama didn't purge out of the military? Wait till Hillary gets in. You think these people are going to follow her as commander-in-chief? Are you kidding me? They're not going to follow her. They're not going to do what she says. I mean, even these career officers, I can see them throwing in the towel and saying, fuck this, I'm out of here, and throwing their shit up and walking. I mean, there's a certain point to where you just got to drive a nail in and stop. Drive in a spike and stop. Nail it down.
Well, I know that people are just going to fucking take it, dude. Tomorrow's just another day, And what are people going to do? I don't think they're going to do jack shit, Today, the way I feel, and I think maybe a lot of us feel, I mean, it depends. I don't know. I don't know how. I'm not in everybody's heads, but pretty safe to say it's a slam dunk for her in November. I'm guessing, just because everything is rigged. Everything. The justice system, every fucking bureaucracy is all fucking owned. It's all corrupt, all of it. Maybe not everybody in each bureaucracy is corrupt, but they're taking orders from traitors, and they're not exposing, they're not whistleblowing. I mean, I know people are going to die, and I know people have died under the Clintons and Obama who have wanted to fucking come out, but dude, if you really want to get it out, there's ways to get it out without getting killed. I mean, you get killed after the fact, but there's ways of getting shit out. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. It's not so many people, coming out that they're like killing motherfuckers left and right. It's like one guy here from this department, one guy there. I mean, nobody cares. Nobody misses anything on that. Oh, he fucking died, suffocated in his car with the vehicle on, fell asleep, whatever. He fucking accidentally tripped and his head got blown off. With his own.
I'll say this, Tony. When a system of government or a country is invaded, it can be rebuilt. But when it rots from within, It's gone forever. And what's happening to us? We have rotted from within. So don't expect America to be around at the end of this, because it's not going to be. We are corrupt from the fucking Supreme Court to the FBI, clear down to our sheriffs and our small podunk freaking police departments. We are completely corrupt.
Wait till she loads the deck with her little buddies at the Supreme Court. Whatever she says will be the ultimate law.
Well,
This country.
What was the result of
Country's
the
done.
investigation of John Wheeler III? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone?
didn't he die?
What was the result of the investigation on the death of John Wheeler III? Anyone? Anyone?
No. What was it? Inconclusive.
No. Come on. That's not it. That's not the answer. Anyone?
Go
Tell
ahead.
us, Mark, tell us, damn it, the suspense is killing us.
Right? Well, the first question that comes to mind is, who is John Wheeler III? So, what was the result of the crash investigation, complete with forensics, on Michael Hastings? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone?
It was
Can
inconclusive.
anyone tell me?
I remember it was inconclusive.
Okay. Can
Suicide,
anyone
whatever.
tell me
Suicide, whatever. Suicide.
the
Suicide.
result of the investigation on the implosion inside of a vehicle on a speechwriter, his wife, in her garage in Washington, D.C.? Anyone? Anyone? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone?
What about the dude that was doing the gray state?
I'm
Him
getting
and his
out
whole
here.
family.
Of course you do.
The gray state, him and his whole family.
You get what I'm saying, right, Tony?
No, I know, dude.
Of
I
course.
mean, but that's still, dude. That's a drop in the bucket. That's a guy here, a guy there. It's not so many people coming forward that they can't kill everybody. You know what I mean?
It's forgotten. With the next crisis, it's forgotten. So, all those doctors that are dying. Anyone? Anyone? What's conclusive? Anyone? Anyone know? Anyone? No.
They can
Dead
kill
bankers.
anybody.
Dead bankers. No. All the dead bankers. Anyone? Anyone? What's conclusive on all their names? Anyone? Anyone? No. How about the weather modification programs going on over your state? Anyone looking into their statutes? Anyone? Anyone?
Oh, that's conspiracy.
Anyone? Anyone? No.
Yeah, that's not real.
This is stupid.
Oh, them funny
Well, I'll
shaped
tell you what.
clouds.
If
It's a hologram up there anyway. It's just a hologram.
people don't see the truth after today, then what do you tell them? But for us, I'm saying for us, we got to realize what time it is. We got to realize that it's really over. I mean, it's really over. Like, it was nice knowing you guys, but it's really gonna. Do you understand that by next year, at the earliest, by next year, everyone on this panel and everybody watching this channel could either be incarcerated or dead?
Give them
I mean,
hell.
literally.
Say, give them hell. Don't go cheat. Give them hell.
I'm not going anywhere with anybody. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Well, that's my point, though. This is not. You think this is going to be tolerated? I mean, I'm sure she's so into getting shit done in her first 100 days that it's going to be a whirlwind. It's going to be literally. Obama was like the slow transformation, the slow dying of America, and she's just going to pull out the fucking sledgehammer and smash our skulls. I mean, it's over. It's really all this time we've been doing this, and we know we've been doing this, and we've been talking about it, and really we need to be really focused on our circle and making sure that you have a chance to survive what the fuck's coming, because if you do anything like this, like I said before, if you're a hunter, you got to take the fucking hunter safety course, right? You don't think you're on a fucking list? If you're a veteran, you don't think you're on a list? If you're a fucking returning combat veteran, oh man, you're high priority. Like, you got to realize it's all of us, and all of us gonna have a choice probably by as soon as next year to fucking, live free or die trying, or however amount of sayings you want to come up with. next year is the death of all of us, or the incarceration at the very least.
Well, what are we going to fight for? I mean, the way I see it, this country's done. It's over with.
I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna have to fight for. You're gonna have to fight for your freaking survival because they're coming to do away with your ass.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm okay with that.
There are thousands of counties in 50 plus states, 51, 52, some debate, whatever. Plus Puerto Rico. By the way, what's going on in Puerto Rico? Anyone?
They're fucking
Now,
bro.
where do you want to start at? Which council members? Which county? Which sheriff? Which mayor? Which governor of what state? Which congressman? Which senators do you want to start with? I'm in. Where do we start? I'm not being sarcastic. I mean, seriously, folks.
It's over.
Beyond fucking wake up, folks. Beyond that.
It's over.
The fucking around definitely over.
Well, they drove the last.
Communist Manifesto has done exactly what it's supposed to do. It's communized this country. It's destroyed us from within. Cultural Marxism destroyed this country, and we were powerless to stop it. We didn't have a fucking. We should have been doing this 30 years ago, but none of us fucking knew.
Right.
Can you imagine being a squad on a patrol and being enveloped by the enemy? It's one of those oh shit moments where you go, okay, we're enveloped. We got to get out of here alive, or save as many of us as we can. We know some of us are going to die. We're enveloped. Now what do we do? There's a little military analogy for you. Think about it. That's America. You're enveloped.
You concentrate all your fire on the weakest area and break out of an encirclement. Or that's what the book says. Sorry, guys. Is that too real?
All too real. I'm sitting here fucking staring off thinking, man.
Dude, exactly. I'm like, what? Yeah, what the fuck, man? I mean, what?
Break out of an encirclement, guys. Anytime you get encircled, you got to find a weak link in the chain, concentrate all your fire on that one area, and break out. That's Ranger Handbook 101.
I know that us fucking, dude, I don't know. I'm speechless. I don't even, I barely could wrap my head around it, honestly. It's like,
They were going to let that bitch go. You knew deep down inside this was corrupt. It shouldn't come as a
I did, but I didn't think they would drive the last nail in the coffin the day after Independence Day. But boy, that right there is a fitting end, didn't it?
yeah, I think Obama's big on symbols. I think all of them are big on symbols and shit like that, you know? Like the birth of America, like to him, Obama would be like, and all these fuckers, call it whatever you want, the birth of America 240 years ago, exactly 240 years ago, the day after she was conceived, she's dead. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's big on shit like that. Otherwise, a lot of shit he's done has been very coincidental.
Yeah, it was a good ride. It lasted a while. Now it's time to take care of your families.
That's right.
Really, that's what it's
Well,
take care
I'm
of
sure.
You better have a fucking solid plan, because I'm going to tell you, we ain't going to be able to live here, boys.
Yep.
Folks should wake up and realize what these words that were programmed into you to mean long ago, many years ago: insurgencies, American Spring, all of these things, words like that, lives matter, this hashtag, that. Understand these things, why they were created. They're messages to let you know what was actually coming. And it's a bunch of confusion, fog of war, but it's here. But it's coming to you, a neighborhood near you.
Man,
Stock up,
these people
prepare,
don't.
and you know what? Get to know your neighbors. Do what you got to do. Don't give up.
They don't give a rat about Black Lives Matter. They don't give a rat about. They give a rat about their self, and that's all. America is not their country. The world is their home. They live all over. They travel all over. The U.S. is just kind of like a place to put their, that's like the laundry room. They go there to wash their nasty laundry and then move on to the rest of the world. These people don't care anything about America. Nothing.
It's a female dictatorship. They're all in the same crew and they just take turns.
I'm just waiting to see the outcry when somebody from California walks into a gun shop and go, "Hey, I'd like a box of that 9mm 50. Give me the Winchester. Full metal jacket. Hey, you got to fill out this form. We got to check you out, man." I'm waiting to see the outcry. What's going to happen? I'm curious.
Well, it's coming. It's coming.
No, they did it. So I'm waiting to see videos out of California. YouTube should be flooded with it.
Well, there was the beginning of a state called Jefferson out there. I think it's time. I think it's time for Jefferson to be born.
Yeah, I'd like a box of those 25. Yes, sir. Can you fill out this form over here? Hey, are you under any medication that I need to know about? What next?
What next is it's coming for you.
Exactly. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, but they beta tested on you first, Chris.
I think like if you are already out in the country, that's a start, man. If you are already independent off of you're not dependent on the government for nothing, and you have some basic fucking necessities out there. And even like Justin out there homesteading, he's probably got people around him. But even if you're out of big cities, at least you probably fucking have your spot right there. Plus, if that gets hot, your area around you, so
Right.
you're gonna.
They're trying to take over that, brother. They're trying to take over that. They're taking over everything, dude. You can't trust these motherfuckers.
If you're in the city, it's gonna be a mad.
The fight is that we are fighting ourselves. This ISIS and everything, we are the ones who created. We're the ones who fucking invented all this shit. It is basically us fighting ourselves. And that's all we're doing, boys. We're fucking ourselves. These are the motherfuckers. These are the creators. These are the creators. So what we talked about earlier, Tony, what we said earlier, we do what we do.
So you want to predict what's going to happen in January then? Anybody? Anybody?
Everybody hates a unibrow and everybody loves a soap opera.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, imagine come January what the possibilities are if she does get elected. And I mean, everybody's guaranteed it. Obama's guaranteed it. She's up there speaking behind the fucking presidential seal. She's up there dressed like fucking Mao. What else? I mean, on and on and on. What do you think happens in January?
This goes away is one thing.
I think, personally, it's time we shit or get off the pot, and that's what Hillary's going to force everyone to do. Either shit or get off the pot.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Because all we keep doing is saying, oh, yes, yeah, the next guy. What the fuck is the next guy going to do? Push it on longer? Keep pushing it on longer? Shove more laws down our throats? Come on, let's be realistic. They're putting Hillary in because the choke chain is fucking finally tightened up to kill the dog.
Right.
Well, Rand Paul came out and made a statement today, too, to the effect that this shows that Hillary is above the law and this system is doomed.
Oh, it's a bad sign, Sam. This is a bad sign, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got total control because she's the chosen one.
When
you're the chosen one.
Through the pocket, through the money, they're going to affect everybody.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the tweet said, but Rand Paul tweeted today that it was lost. The ship was lost, pretty much, to that effect.
Well, Rand didn't have. Rand could have won this go around. He sold out. He sold out. He decided to play politics with the rest of them. He could have been like his dad and actually done the right thing all the fucking time, and he would have been. He would have had massive support.
They're never going to let the mainstream is never going to let anybody like that be heard. They're going to edit them and beat them out of their time, and just like they did their dad, cut parts out of the broadcast. And the media is just as guilty as the FBI and everybody else for this crap.
Hey, the FBI, you could blame them once this thing all falls apart. They could have actually stopped it today. You know, they could have been the ones that actually stopped all this shit. They could have actually fucking. They were afraid that maybe she would get in as president and we'll all lose our jobs. You know what? Grow a fucking pair of balls, boys. Grow a pair of balls. They could have stopped it.
I want to.
They can take the eye off the end of it because the integrity part on the eye, that went out the window today. So as far as I'm concerned, they're just the FB.
Well, fucking rule of law went out the window today, too.
Yes, sir, brother. It sure did.
When your internal parts are dirty, we got problems, boys. When your internal parts are fucking squeaking, call it a day. Call it a day.
Just like your body.
Like
your body. You know what? You start rotting from the inside, you're done. That's what this country's done. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's done.
What's up, Tim?
No,
they planned it all.
Oh, go ahead, Pierre.
Go ahead and shout it out.
The long walk.
Hold on, let Pierre finish. Pierre. Go ahead, Pierre. We're listening.
Yeah, this is what the communists called the long walk. You know, they came through our churches. They came through our education system. You know what I mean? It's cultural Marxism. This is a communist fucking. They what's his name said that they'd get us while we were sleeping. That's exactly what the fuck they done. They won. This thing's fucking rotten from the top to the bottom. It's got to collapse sooner or later. Let it collapse. But when it does collapse, these motherfuckers they have to disappear.
What up, Tim?
I was just gonna do if you're on Twitter, make sure you check out 2 hashtags now. The other one is one is Secede or Die 1775. That's HD, and then my new one now, my new joint. I got a new one. Mine is Secede or Die Trying. So follow both them. I'm putting the links right now in the feed so you could get that shit. So anyways, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. So if you're on Twitter, I mean, that's me and HD, and even pulling there, just fucking fighting the good fight on there. And you know, fuck, dude, I don't know.
And we're not saying throw in the white towel. We can't throw in the white towel.
No, I ain't never saying that. But as far as the rule,
I'm just telling everybody. No, I'm just telling everybody. We're not throwing the white towel. That's not what we're saying. It's just shit's real. We obviously know who the dirty motherfuckers are. And for those people that are still sleeping behind the wheel, thinking the government is a bunch of saints, it's sad.
They can go in a 6-foot hole with the rest of them.
It's sad, man.
They may have threatened Comey, dude. They may have him in a corner. They may say, dude, you're going to be dead in 2 weeks if you don't do this. It's going to be a weird accident. And I'm sure he knows that stuff happens. They may have threatened him in a corner. I mean, you know, they may have told him we're going to do away with your whole bloodline. You know,
Yeah.
we're going to suffer your wife and kids and grandkids and everything else. They may have threatened the guy. Who's he going to cry out to?
Well,
You know, Vladimir Putin?
well, the thing is what happened to being a man and doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Dude, I'd have said whatever. I said, you're going to fucking jail. And you motherfucker, I'd have grabbed him, whoever told me that, back in the corner, I'd grabbed them by the hair on their head and I'd have fucking beat the fuck out of them.
Look, here's what BJ just showed me this. I had her tweet it to me, but here you go, right here. This is what we're talking about. Same FBI that refuses to press charges on Hillary interviewed the fucking Mateen dude twice and found nothing wrong and killed this guy being Lavoy Finnegan for being a conservative. Are you seriously that surprised? So have Julian take it out.
Yeah, just like MP said earlier, the people got fucked today. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for this for a long time. To hear him just become dirtier and dirtier. That's basically what we heard today.
My mic working, bro?
Yeah, what's going on, brother? I just shot you a link. What's going on? What do you think about all this, John?
I'm not surprised. I mean, these people are above the law. I mean, they never pay the price. The thing, to be actually, not to be offensive, what I actually find funny is everyone that is surprised. How many times they gotta fuck us in the ass before you realize they're gonna fuck us in the ass? You know what I mean? It's just a string of behaviors become a habit. And I've come to the conclusion, I don't give a fuck if it offends anybody or not. You want this to stop? You want to create a future for your children? You're going to have to physically make it stop. Asking it to stop, sending representatives to do the job to make it stop. You're going to have to physically make it stop. Pretty much it's tit for tat. They kill us.
Right, but there's not too many motherfuckers out there that are ready to die for this shit. And that's the problem. As long as their life is in place, as long as their lives are good and happy, you know what I'm saying? As long as they got their...
I agree, brother, but it's like this, and I'll admit to being black and white about it. But it's either die now or die later. You're only choosing when.
Well, I was looking at Rand Paul's tweets. One of them was, today Comey and Obama's Department of Justice made it clear to the American people there are no accountability, no justice, and the Clintons live by different rules.
It's a free-for-all.
The next tweet was, this is a loss for the rule of law and further degrades Americans' faith in the justice system. What justice system?
Oh, the message is every time you get stopped or you get held accountable, you're supposed to do what? Blow it off? No, thank you, officer. I'm good.
No, we got to kiss their ass. We got to kiss their ass or we don't get shot.
That's what the real message is, right? Think you can get away with that, America?
Hey, check it out. One of the top trending.
Thanks, officer. We're good now.
Let
Thanks
him
for
finish,
letting me know. See you later.
Go ahead, Tony. What?
One of the top trending hashtags on Twitter right now is 1776 Trump. So I don't know if it's 1776 or Trump or 1776 or I don't know. I'm reading the hashtags, but right now one of the top trending hashtags is 1776 Trump. So I'm reading into it. I'm seeing what we got here.
Yeah, 2 hours ago, Rand Paul tweeted, we are now a nation of two sets of laws, one for us and one for the Clintons.
There you go, the powers to be.
And, brother, he's on the high end of the food chain, so there you go, there you are.
That's the powers to be.
I'd say they ain't got dirt on him. You know, that they knew if they took Clinton down that it's hard to tell how many people she would have took with her.
Oh, a bunch.
Which would have been the best thing the FBI could have ever done.
Clinton is just a word used for a group of people that we know as Hillary and Bill and their daughter Chelsea. That's just a word used. The real message is anyone connected, anyone of power, of wealth, that they don't deem or want in their group will be prosecuted. But they themselves, it's just the Clintons. Don't forget about the Bushes. Don't forget about, all those other crime families, the Carries, the Romneys. Don't forget about the Romneys, the old Kennedys. But they're just letting you know in the open now, that they're just using Clinton as an analogy. That's the message. Don't walk your doggy in the wrong place at night. Don't jaywalk with an attitude. You'll be good. Have an attitude, you get locked in the cage. Them? No, the message is, no, not them. Why they had that kid of privilege in the news. All over the fucking news. Because of his privilege and his upbringing, he was adjudicated. Then he got picked up down in Mexico.
Trying to get a cheap fucking Taiwanese.
No, money,
Lebanese.
power, wealth.
Well, today, if you're not highly upset today and more I think people should start getting focused. If you are mad and everything like that, it should just focus you more. You should be. I mean, I know today is like we all knew the charges, but when it comes out of their mouths, it's like if we know she's Satan, but then it's confirmed, it's just like, wow,
Dale knew what he was doing when he jumped on that jet. When he called that ass.
Anybody hear about what happened to Eric Holder? Anyone?
Anyone?
The charges against that man. Anyone? No. He lied in front of Congress. Anyone?
Hello.
No.
My name is Key.
That's the message. You see,
I want to realize that
the hit word, the buzzword, to let you know that the answer is, you're connected, you work for them, you're in an administration, blah, 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 blah. You're immune. Qualified immunity. There it is.
if you look
Just a word to piss you off, because we all know they're
land that we now call Israel and Palestine was just called Palestine. And Christians, Muslims, and Jews had all lived there together, peacefully, for hundreds of years. So where did Israel come from? Well, before World War II, there was a group of Jews in Europe who called themselves the Zionists. And they knew that Jews had been discriminated against and mistreated in every country they'd lived in.
Hey, does anyone else hear what this guy's playing?
That Jews,
yeah, his name is Charlie. He's playing something for us.
nations, including Argentina and Uganda.
Charlie, were you trying to play that for us, or what are you doing?
Disagreed with the Zionists.
Sorry, man. I didn't.
Oh no, I would be like 10 rounds. So are you playing something for us, or you did by accident?
No, I'm.
Just give us a warning next time.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I just forgot to mute out.
That's all good.
Hey, I can see Hillary Clinton using drones on U.S. soil against U.S. citizens. And it was justified. I came, I laughed, y'all died.
Yep. That's what they said, brother. So the devil you know is better than one you don't know. And this bitch is going to cause ruckus. She's going to cause fucking havoc. I mean, you think what they did to California in the last couple of weeks, shit. I think that's going to be the very first thing she does. And you thought in 1994, like Brother Ted Brown was telling us about the 94 man, this is going to be way worse. What was it? That was 94, right, Ted Brown, or am I off?
She's already came out. I mean, she said at a private luncheon deal there that was for some big pharma company or something, some big pharmaceutical firm, that you charge like $350,000 to go speak at. Her first her first week in office is ban the private ownership of guns.
And after she gets done with this, Brother Sap, and I'm going to say it right now, I was talking to someone, and they were like, G, don't be surprised if they're going to try to get a transgender next or someone that's gay. Don't be surprised, being that she's pushing for it. Just watch.
We're in the millennium of the first, right, G? The first this, the first that.
Just watch. Now they're opening up bathrooms. They got bathrooms for them this year. Next year, they're going to be, the next time, they're going to be running for this. Watch.
Every time she gets up and gets talking about gun control, she mentions the Australian-style gun buyback program. You know, every time. Well, why can't we do like Australia and buy the guns back or you know, blah, blah, blah.
Because, bitch, we ain't in fucking Australia.
But look, check this out. They've been steamrolling all over the planet, right? The fucking whatever you want to call it, the elites, Illuminati, NWO, whoever, whatever name you want to give it, Obama, whatever, it makes you sleep well at night. They've been steamrolling every nation all over the whole fucking world. Well, right now they hit a roadblock, and if they want to implement their agenda fully, they're going to have to fight. You know, that's the difference between us and everybody else around this world getting fucking steamrolled and ran over. And I think Putin knows that the NWO and all these fucks want to run up in Russia's ass too. So that's why he chose to give back people being able to arm themselves in Russia. You know, I mean, when the fucking president or dictator or whatever you want to call Putin, when his ass is more in line with our old school beliefs than our own president or whoever's in power here is a problem. But they've run into a roadblock here, and if they want to implement their agenda fully, they gotta show all their cards now. They gotta lay all their cards on the table and say, look, hey, you know, well, I mean,
when a leader of another country implements ideologies that are in line with our older ideologies of our founding, of what real freedoms are, blah, 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 to be implemented amongst the people of his country, yeah, there's a lot to be said about that. I agree.
But now they got to fight. Now they got to fight, or we got to fight. You know, we got to fight on our hands. And
well, I can see this. I'm not much of a betting man, never have been, but I'd probably make a pretty substantial bet, kind of like Warren Buffett did about Hillary being president. I'd make a pretty substantial bet that this next one, if she gets in and she tries that, man, they're going to be some bloody. It's going to be bad.
Come here, guys.
Hey.
Welcome.
You hear me all right?
10-4.
Yeah, I just had a crash course on a Mac. I have never ran one before. I had to set up a password just to get it to work. To install anything from Google, I had to allow it. You know, that's how Mac is.
Yeah, I'm looking at these. I'm looking at all these trends right now.
I'm sitting here thinking, Tony, man, about what you just said, and a foreign leader of a foreign government that was born out of an outward communist government, right? Decades and decades later, using our founding principles, applying it, you know, upon his own citizens of his own country. That says a lot. And our country is in the 180 inverted position of ideology of what our founding principles are being practiced over 85,000 times a year being practiced.
Well, it's worse than that. They're using CERN, and they've taken us into the future, and now they're going to take us in the past. That's why there's about 15 passages in the Bible that has changed in everybody's Bible. Serious, this is serious stuff, man. We are being jacked with big time.
That old Marine, that's wrong. I already proved that one wrong.
You want to prove it?
Yes,
I
sir.
got a whole list. You can go in your
Nope,
Bible and stuff.
Hey, this is not the Bible chat now. This is about the downfall of the U.S. here, so let's
Well,
don't.
this is part of it. This is part of the downfall. This is all involved in them manipulating, changing documents.
Well, this is about the crash that happened today, the spit in the eye of the Americans.
Oh, we know that with Hillary. Oh, I knew that was coming. You didn't think for one moment they were going to prosecute her.
It's over. It's fucking over. You gotta get all your ducks in order, and that's what I mean. Today to me was a slap in the face to like take it up a notch. You know, take it up a notch and get my head focused. It's time to quit fucking around, hanging out, drinking a bottle of Johnny Walker on the weekends. Even, you know, I want to get serious. I want to get focused. Playtime's over. All the bullshit where we fucked around and I thought I kind of already came to that conclusion some months back, but you know, I know people want to have fun still, and I know people still want to live it up and shit. But you know, this stuff on here, we don't have. I mean, we're on a platform. It's not huge, but it is what it is. And if we want our peers to be serious and fucking get their heads out of their ass, then we gotta look in the mirror and say and do the same thing. Get our heads out of our ass. You know, all the bullshit, all the division. We didn't even get so divisive until like the last 2 years, where it's this person's fault, it's that person's fault. These people ain't doing this. This is the issue. This is the issue. It's the shit on the Constitution as a whole. That's the problem, and the shit on the rule of law that keeps civilized people civilized.
The divide has worked, right, Tony?
It has, because we sit here and we talk about dumb shit all the time. That's all we ever fucking do. That's all anybody ever does, you know, me included. I mean, I can't get into being serious and saying the things I want to say because I'll fucking be in prison tomorrow, you know? And I mean, that's really where we are, where that loss of freedom of speech is really real. And if you think that next year we're going to be afforded the same slack, we're not. I mean,
No, because Loretta Lynch and the whole Justice Department's already come out and they're rewriting the book on you know, what they call cyberbullying is just speaking your mind, because you said something bad about a certain group of people and you hurt their feelings, so we get to take your privileges away. You know, because you hurt somebody's feelings, you don't have your freedom of speech anymore. And that's what they're working on. I mean, she's saying that any kind of, you know, who's defining hate speech? They are. So they define it any way they want to. What drew the nail in the coffin for me is when you've got the, you know, and it's kind of slim pickings in the Congress and the Senate. When you've got the better senators and better congressmen are coming out and telling you that the Obama and the DOJ and the FBI are corrupt now, brother, it's in your face. You can't deny it. You got the people you elected in there to represent you. Even the better people in there are coming out and saying these people are above the law. They're untouchable. Blah blah blah. Something's got to be done. Sorry, guys.
They're the untouchables. They're the new, you know, organized crime. I mean, they are the same folks who fucking came up with all these laws and shit to put organized crime down and destroy organized crime, and all they did was fucking put those fools in jail and implement what those fuckers were doing, but on a national scale. They took extortion to a national to a international status, or however the fuck you say it. You know, they they took the mafia mold and expanded on it, and fucking, you know, all the way from local government all the way to the top over in DC, it's being implemented where they strong arm you out of money, and if you don't fucking give them their money, they're gonna fucking, I mean, the old guys, they would whack you out, but they'll just put you in prison now, which they can make money off your ass. So
Yeah.
they perfected the whole mafia thing beyond what the mafia could ever dream.
Well, what is organized crime, right? Organized crime. Organized. People call
Brother,
it
letting people out of prison so they'll vote for Hillary. What in the crap? Pardoning people in prison so they can vote for Bernie and Hillary. That's how desperate they are. That shit would never be heard of in the past. Letting people vote with driver's license. All you gotta do is have a driver's license. I mean, how many people's gonna swap out driver's license with people? Oh no, that's me, that's me. Trump will never get elected. I don't think Trump will ever get elected, even by landslide. I think he's done. He probably needs to.
Yeah, if you look at it, that's what I saw today. That's really what I saw today, because the papers were exposed and all that, or the hackers exposed her, where she's controlling the media. She's basically manipulating the media, whether it's through money or just intimidation or just whatever. She has total control of what the media is going to cover and what they're not going to cover. And it's outed. It's out there. Everybody knows that. So
yeah, they came out yesterday and said they were going after Fox News. You know, they're going after the DNC or whatever it was going after Fox News. Going to charge them for doing their debates. You know, going after them because everybody didn't get a fair share. Everybody didn't get a fair shot. They control the media, big time.
Years ago, I want you to put this in your little brain housing group, your little BHG. Ready? Here it is. It is done. Years ago, think about that phrase, quote, it is done. And now it is so. Under all the complexity, under all the bullshit. I mean, seriously. We all know she belongs in prison. We all know about his fucked up back ass fucking Scottish deals. This was all done. All done a long time ago.
Well, thanks for uplifting my spirits, Mark.
Just saying, man. That's the reality. It sucks, right?
Out of control. It's out of control. And anybody that doesn't recognize it, if I hear everything's fine, nothing's wrong one more time, oh man, I'm liable to blow a cog.
Well, that's why you got to come to the reality. It is done. Think about it. So sick, right? So simple, right? It is done. This cunt. There are teams training for this sort of thing. Think about that in reality, folks.
Oh yeah, they've got their game. They've got their playbook. It's all laid out.
It was done. The warning signs were all over the place. People go, "This is the first time Trump ran for president." No, third time. Why I say third time? The first two times were business decisions and mocks to see if he can actually do it. He tested it. That's why 2012, back in 2000, it was done. Yeah. Food, water, bikes, and some bullets. I'll think over.
Well, maybe we need to fire up Amazing Grace because that's about all that's left.
The American insurgency is about to happen.
Well, that's going to be
It's before your eyes right now.
That'll be a different ball game right there because it's kind of like Matt Bracken says about them having a plan to ride a tiger, because having a plan to ride a tiger is not the same as riding a tiger. Them conquering the U.S. and disarming the public, that plan ain't going to be the same as going out and doing it. Yeah, I think there's some people that's probably going to have some surprises on them. But it's going to get bad because the first time people resist giving up their guns and a little bit of blood is spilled or somebody was almost killed, boy, we demonize these people. They, somebody scratched their elbow. Oh, my God, these people were nearly killed. They were ambushed. They were overrun. They wish they were in Benghazi. They'd had a better chance. But they weren't. They were in America. So now guess what? Yep. Turn them in, Mr. and Miss America. Turn them all in.
It's the soap opera, right, man? People got to go. And
you heard Feinstein say that shit, remember? If she could, they'd go and they'd pick them up and they'd make Mama and Papa, whatever, turn in every single one of them.
This is America. If I could have said, turn them all in, I would have done it. Quote. Fucking Eaglestein, fucking Fickstein, fucking in her pussy stein. That's who that was. Yeah, I remember. You were saying?
I'll refer to her as
Frankenstein, right? That bitch looks like she has a fucking Frankenstein head.
Man, she does. Oh, she needs some bolts in her neck. They could bring her back to life.
fucking corpse walking around and shit. Fucking stink ass bitch.
Wow. And you'll never be rid of these people. You'll never be rid of them. Man, they'll live to be 150 years old with their sippy cup staggering up to the podium to tell people what's best for them.
Since we're so open tonight, so people that voted for her out there in California, I hope you're listening to this. Please, email me at murderblade@gmail.com. It's all about a motorcycle. It's not about harming you. I just want to let you know, by the way. So, contact me, and I want to know why you decided to fictitiously keep this woman in power for 38 years. Yeah, 38 years. There are believers out there that believe this woman was voted in office over a career of 38 years, who has armed guards around her, who carries concealed herself. She has been involved in a shooting incident, by the way. So, those believers out there that she was voted into office every time to do these things and write law that she doesn't even follow. You can't get next to her. She has armed people with guns, the scary things that jump out of things and kill people and by themselves. Yeah, those things out there in California. My name is Mark Podemski, murderedblade at gmail.com. Contact me. I'd like to hear how you kept this lady in power to control you. I'm done.
Well, Lindsey Graham's in there hugging all of them's neck too. I mean, he's and how the people of South Carolina deal with him, I will never know.
I think I don't know about the whole Trump thing, I think they definitely control all the cards. Like, I could see, even if we do go out and vote, I could see them doing whatever result they want to come out. I mean, they're in the business of controlling outcomes, so I can only imagine them controlling that outcome as well, I mean, are you telling me they're gonna clear Hillary so that she can't win? I mean, they're clearing her and she might not win. I mean, if the corruption is that deep, him, Soros, all them fuckers, Buffett, all of them said Hillary will be president, Trump will never be president. So, I mean, they're gonna control the outcome. And then what? Are people going to accept Hillary becoming president knowing damn well that she didn't win?
Tony, you're from Vegas. It is done. It is done.
Yeah. It's a cold world out there. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting a little frosty myself.
No, you're sounding a little more crusty these days, my friend. A little more crusty.
Well, here's a crusty one for you. Oh, there's a lubed one. So, you definitely, if you fucking are not outraged after today, you might want to check your pulse. You might be fucking dead.
Well, they've got people scared because, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are pissed off, but they've got them beat down enough where, and that doesn't mean they're not going to put up their dukes when they have to put up their dukes, but they've got them beat down where they won't comment or they won't text or they won't say anything, but that doesn't mean they're going to lay their head down on the chopping block either. I think that's the ones they probably have to worry about more than anybody because they really are in the gray. They don't say anything. They're just there. They're in the wait.
Well, didn't they just move a bunch of troops out of here overseas? Wasn't that convenient?
Yeah, 38,000 of them sent them to Ukraine or over to Poland.
See, with all the troops out of the country, they've got full reign on how they want to operate with their own UN and brown shirts of Obama and the group.
Well, don't forget, Vaughn. They took all the attack aircraft and all the combat aircraft away from the National Guard. You know, they ain't got anything left but transport. They took all the Cobras and you know, anything that's got a fighting platform on it. They stripped it away from the National Guard because they don't want the governors calling them up.
Better start looking at Class D bases, folks. That's where they're at in plain sight. You get that NSA, get your little ink sticks out and your little notepads. Class D military bases. Since the 90s, we have shut down many, and they're still under control of the federal government and the military. But yet, they're inoperable bases. Classified as. Wink, wink, over.
Well, they're done. They gave, I mean, last week, or the beginning of last week, Trey Gowdy got up and gave Hillary Clinton a free pass away from Benghazi and wouldn't say yay or nay. He just kept saying, read it. Read the report, read the report, read the report. And they're like, what do you think? Well, it doesn't matter what I think. Read the report. So he wouldn't say either way. So they gave her a pass on Benghazi. And then Comey came out today and gave her a pass on this latest criminal activity she had going on. And now they're decided to wait for 27 months before they release the Clinton Foundation corruption, accounting, whatever. And, you know, before that was the $18 million donor to the Clinton campaign from Saudi Arabia, which is against the campaign finance laws. So it's, I mean, they're just like, come on in, come on in. Yeah, don't wipe your feet, just track mud on in. Come on in, sit down in my chair. Holy cow. Yeah, she's getting a free pass, no doubt.
I had to chase me a candle. Whoop, I had to chase me a candle down. I'm sitting out here chasing mosquitoes off.
Free, just a free pass to whatever. I mean, it was Slick Willie. Think about what Slick Willie got away with. You know what I mean? I mean, he raped a chick all the way back in college. You know what I mean? Got away with that shit. He got kicked out of college, but he got away with that shit. If the worst they did to you was kick you out of college for raping somebody, I mean, you know, it's not like you going to jail or serving any time or becoming a sexual whatever, you know.
Well, it'd be different if it was one or two girls. You might think, well, they're just mad because they. But man, it was like what, 21 women.
There was a lot of women.
Yeah, that filed charges against him for either sexual harassment or brutality or whatever it was, or rape or whatever he did.
Hey, Tony Lewis, how much did your background checks cost?
What do you mean, to buy a gun?
No. How much did your background check cost the government when you both went into service? Think about it.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
You're talking about Clinton now. Remember, $33 million was spent to try to indict this dude back in the 90s for this shit, remember? And they couldn't find anything. What'd they do, impeach him? Ooh, that's like being censured. What does that mean? Nothing. That's my point. Your background, and they dug fucking deep.
Yeah, he wasn't he wasn't
Get the fuck out of here.
he wasn't in.
$30 was spent on the investigation of that whole Monica Lewinsky.
Well, how much did they fuck off? How much?
You know, Arkansas and all that other shit, right? Knowing that he was a fucking criminal.
How much did they fuck off investigating Hillary? How much did they fuck off killing Lavoie?
Oh, dude, yes.
I mean, they spare no expense. They do whatever the fuck they're doing.
Right. The point was, stick the bill here. Stay focused here. It's a ridiculous. It's so dumb compared to you, Lewis, me. All of our backgrounds. Think about all of us. Anybody here? Vaughn, all of us.
Oh, yeah, they did a background check when I went into Indian Point Nuclear Power Plant. They did a background check when I worked up at Grand Cliff, North Dakota, and in the shipyard. Every federal job that I've been on.
Some claim $100,000 for their background spending on their clearance. Now, he's the president, right? Back in the 90s, Tony. Picture this in real life. Picture it in your mind. $33 million, you're the president. You're being indicted for like rape and sodomization and all that other shit. You're married and getting blowjobs and fucking cigars and pussies and shit like that. Remember all the filthy shit that came out? And they go, yeah, no. Yeah, we can't find him guilty, but we're going to impeach his ass. All right. $33 million, dude. For you, me, Vaughn, all of us. Come on, think about it. Whatever job we got, even in the civilian sector, they do backgrounds on you. Come on, man. $33 million. That was a sham, man. With Hillary. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God, that fucking cunt.
Them fools spent like $3 million They spent like $3 million to try to round up Bundy's cattle and kill him.
Why is Romney walking around free? Why is McCain walking around free? Why are these people walking around free?
They were bought. McCain's bought. Romney's bought. For them both. For Romney to go out of his way and shit on Trump like he did. Mitt Romney is paid for. He was paid. He was a paid loser.
Oh yeah.
Paid to lose. Paid to look like the opposition.
He created a bank and a shelter for Iran-Contra dope money during the 80s. That's where he came up, gentlemen. Do you recall this? Yes or no?
Arkansas.
From way back.
Arkansas Mafia.
Oh,
yeah. They were running cocaine through.
Talking about Clinton. I mean, Jesus, Clinton. They're a new fucking criminal, corrupt organization. Dude, they're not old money. Fuck, there's some deep old money motherfuckers out there that really, dude, in your face. Are you shitting me? Come on, man. It's so bad. Corrupt. No.
This is done. Stuff's got to be done, guys. This is way out in left field.
Yeah. Yep. That's how deep it goes, right? Way out in left field.
Well, it doesn't matter if you vote or not. They're going to vote her in.
Yeah, that's our problem. I mean, if we know that they already control the media, they control every bureaucracy in the government, from IRS to ATF, FBI, EPA, I mean, think about it. They armed. You see, like wildlife, fish, and game all tacked out in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like. They're paying these fools very well. All these government employees are getting paid. They're not getting paid shit to do these jobs. They're getting they're being rewarded handsomely for taking these jobs. They're geared out. Their paychecks are out the door, out the window. You know, the benefits are awesome. I mean, everything about working for the government is awesome. So it's really going to be up to those guys when they activate them fools to come after us. You know, whether they'll do it for the money or they won't. And they've been doing it for the money, so why wouldn't they not do it for the money later on?
Well, she spent a lot of time over in the Arabic countries, so I'm sure she has a plan for the Islamic people.
Activate them motherfuckers and destabilize everything.
Well, there's what, 2 million of them are supposed to be coming in between 18 and 40 years old, according to Obama.
These conventions are going to be crazy. I think that's going to be the start of the chaos.
I think it's going to be in Ohio.
Well, the one in Philly's already heating up because they got all these Occupy people taking over all the campgrounds and shit out there.
Well, they predicted the one in Ohio, and what was it, Cleveland was going to be terrible. Armored vehicles and the whole 9 yards, barricades and walls and
military.
Yeah.
Well, listen to this. There was a call out by Obama to all the police force of the country to show up there, but they had to come at their own risk, and he knew that. That's why they refused. So that gives him the right to bring the UN in. There will be UN there.
Yeah, I don't think that would go over real well. But you know, they doing what they want. I mean, they're above the law, so they do what they want. And they've made a big deal with the continuity of government with the Chinese. You know, where the Chinese have offered support to help COGs. So, what does that mean? If they can't get the UN, they have a bunch of Chinese come take it. I don't know.
Well, I know Ohio is an open carry state, and they tried to change that for this, and they refused it. So it's going to be open carry. It's going to be up for grabs.
They'll find a way, but I mean, the only way they can see how far they can go is to keep pushing. That's the only way. I mean, they're not going to just stop now because they've achieved so much. You know, they got to keep pushing. They got to try to destabilize more and more, and get everybody under their boot.
Yeah, I just wonder what kind of deals they made. You know, private island, life extension, immune from prosecution.
Follow me around all they want to, but you have to actually catch me doing something.
I'll do some shout outs real quick. The Truth, Saints is in on the panel. Mr. Tommy Boy 9, Cool Breeze, Angel R, not Hick, fucking Kush. Mr. Tommy Boy 9, Caregiver 7751, Justin or 420. I think that's it. Not a lot of comments. Good amount of people still out there watching, but yeah, man, I think we're definitely in trouble, and we definitely got to get focused. That's gonna be my thing, anyways. Is stop putting off everything I've been putting off and start getting serious, because I mean, you got a chance at least if you get out. If the shit goes to hell, you got a chance to get out. You get out, and you I guess establish contact with people later on once shit cools down, if it does. But initially, if you're in the city, it's going to be a shit storm. I don't want no part of it. You know what I mean? I got kids. I'm not trying to fucking bang it out in the streets of Las Vegas with fucking dumbasses. I think they're willing to cause the chaos though, just to turn everything on its head. You know, and that's a reason for them to come in and be the solution to the problem.
Well, whether they're instigated or not, their little anti-gun agenda with, you know, blah blah Sandy Hook, blah blah San Bernardino, blah blah Orlando, on and on and on, Colorado, this, that, and the other. Uh, that's not working real good, so they've got to do something really drastic. I mean, you know, they're going, well, okay, so there was like 49 people killed. Is that not bad enough? Obviously not, because people are shaking their head going, no, ain't going for that, ain't going for that. So I guess they're going to have to do something extravagant. So everybody stand by. Don't know what it's going to be, but they'll probably be pulling the strings on it.
Well, you can almost bet if she gets in, there will be a halt to purchasing firearms and ammunition.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, it's a fucking shitstorm for sure. If you know, I'm on Twitter a lot, so I think it's like, as much as it's a sewer, it's like it's a dose of how people are feeling, and like pretty much everybody is fucking not like surprised, but when, you know, there's still, I mean, we knew that she wasn't gonna get indicted or anything, but I don't know.
What about all them guys that are right now under they're felons with their automatic weapons? What is that in Connecticut, Boston, wherever that is? You know, should be calling that in.
Oh, yeah. Well, basically, it's the same thing they tried to do in California. You know, I mean, it's crazy now. They're classifying.
Shut up, dude. Oh my God. Breaking news. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm trying to make sure this all these sources are real. Fucking Goosifer, the hacker of Clinton emails, found dead in his jail cell in Virginia.
Uh-huh. Yep, there you go, buddy. They're trying to stop those emails from being dumped because Putin has already said something about releasing the emails to the public if she didn't get indicted. But they're probably not going to find him dead in his jail cell.
I'm looking at the stories, and I got a couple of it. But I guess he's found dead in his Virginia jail cell, apparent suicide.
What was it? 4 days ago, 5 days ago, the UN guy that was supposed to testify against the Clintons got his throat crushed by a barbell while he was working out.
I'm gonna put that Goosifer thing out there on the fringe. I can't. I got like 2 different news stories, but they don't look. I've never heard of them, so I don't know. I can't vouch for that story, but if that is true, that's the hacker that fucking breached Clinton's servers, and if he is dead, then, well, you obvious as fuck. I mean,
that's what I said earlier. If you're one of them that signed a immune from prosecution deal to testify against Hillary, your shit's freaking weak right now, buddy. You're weak powder. Your days are clicking by.
now there's some other stories saying Goosifer is missing. So I don't know if he's dead or he's missing, or both. Dead and missing, right? I'm still searching, but I don't know. I can't verify that shit for sure, but that's out there on the Twitter right now.
EP Earth put up a video about live response from Trump about the Hillary decision. I guess it was live.
I got that he's missing and dead. He's missing and found dead. He's been missing and found dead. But regardless, I mean, if it's real or not, I mean, I know everybody knows the Clintons are willing to go that far. Or whoever. I don't even like naming a name because who the fuck knows? I mean, does Hillary Clinton get on her fucking her burner phone and give a hit, you know, gives an order to put a hit on somebody and then tosses it, and that's how hands-on she is?
Burner phone. Yeah, she got some burner phones. Dude.
She just says a name and runs her forked tongue out a little bit and draws it back in her mouth, and that's automatically code for this person needs to go.
No, all she does is send a beep to a fucking number, and that's it. That's all you'll ever know. That's it. Just send a beep to a number. That's it.
And then they send in like a fucking platoon of Marines to fucking laser her hits, you know, fucking paint the target.
Prep it for the hard kill.
Yeah, on the grounds of they're a jihadi and they're clearly like a white rancher.
Well, I heard people that I hold a lot of faith in both say that she would be indicted, and others that I hold a lot of faith in what they said she wouldn't be indicted. Larry Nichols, you know, he worked with them. He said she will never be indicted, so kudos to him because he called it. Bongino, the Secret Service guy running for office up there, he said that his friends had told him that there was a good, you know, that he was really, really sure that she would be indicted, and then before that, everybody came out and said, well, the agents working on the case said if she wasn't indicted, you know, that they would dump it, they would dump the files, but if they scared Comey off, there's no telling what they'd do to a field agent. I mean, they'd probably tell him, man, you'll disappear and they'll never find the body, you know. I guess they don't want to man up. I don't know. I don't know what it is. They got to do something.
Well, if anybody's been following the news at all, they have to see the facts and understand that this is no longer their country.
Yeah, it's out of control. Well, we got 13 people watching. We've been running probably an hour and a half. I don't know. Tony dropped out. We may go private here in just a minute. Anybody got anything they want to say before we shut this rascal down? Any shout outs, et cetera, et cetera? All right. Well, I guess we're going to go to a private chat. Anybody wants a link, put it in
Where's G?
the external. And G had to drop out. He's got family to deal with. Tony's got to do a family thing real quick. And so I guess we're going to shut it down. I think everybody's pretty much vented for the most part. I'm getting a lot of hopelessness being spoken here, but chin up, people. Tomorrow's another day, maybe. Good Lord lets us get up and our feet hit the ground again. But thanks for coming out. Be sure to check out the People's Tavern chat. We try to keep it real. We'll have a shenanigan chat every now and then, but most of the time it's when shit's got real. So anybody got any shout outs or anything? I guess not. All right. Well, tune in for the next one, people, and live free.